This video chart presentation of iGo Inc. brought to you by allpennystocks.com. iGo trades on NASDAQ Gold Markets on a ticker IGOI. Strong move yesterday, up almost 7%. Right about average volume for this play. 137,000 shares traded. Firm downtrend, making a move coming off the bottom. This was a stock to watch this week. Came right out strong on Monday. I picked this chart for a couple different reasons. Pretty substantial move still to go up and meet resistance. Did break through. Going to want to see if it pulls back, if it holds a support level or not. See overall, still a nice uptrend going on in the MACD. Classic sort of bottom plays what's going on. Very loose PPO ADX pinch setup. Still a nice reversal position of the ADX. When I saw this is one reason I wanted to do this chart. When people ask, why do you use so many indicators? Understand that I don't all the time. But a lot of times I will take a quick look at ones because this MFI is a pretty good telltale a lot of times. Now, just like anything else, nothing is 100% certain. TA is not a crystal ball. But if you look through here, you see these big separations I talk about. So this 7's really getting pulled away from the 21. A lot of times you'll look for a pullback because you can see through here, big separation, pulled back. Through here, big separation, pulled back. And out of what I'm seeing with these indicators, this is the only one that is giving any real hints that this might try and pull back some in the near future. So there's a good reason that I use several different indicators, because the ones I use in particular give you a pretty good look at short-term momentum and trend as well as long-term momentum and trend. You tie that in with the candles, try to increase odds on potential movements. See accumulation distribution, finally putting itself together a little bit of uptrend. Shaking money flow shows that buying pressure has certainly taken over on this chart in the last month. CCI also has a very nice look, nice uptrend, breaking through to the upper half of the indicator at this point, and even more importantly, breaking a long-term downtrend. See right through there. So this chart certainly looks like it's trying to make the switch from bearish to bullish. Full still, strong momentum coming into the play. Tricks, making lower lows is not a great thing to see, but it did fall off pretty hard when it dropped this last time. It now looks like it's making a swing, possibly a bullish cross coming. RSI is kind of going along with everything else. A lot of momentum coming into this play. You can see it's made a pretty strong move from down here off $1.10 up to over $1.40. So adding 30 cents a share is pretty strong. Now what I look for in this, good support level there at $1.20. It's even stronger if this does decide to pull back, if it can hold this $1.30 mark. Should pull some support from there, broke through resistance point. Of course, there's a very bottom support down here at $1.10. But I typically will look at that. If it starts falling through $1.30, $1.20, the odds of it holding that $1.10 are not that great, even though that is a bottom support. You got to pay attention to volume, see how fast it's coming down on it. Now, what's still nice about this chart is it is trying to make the breakout. It doesn't meet much resistance till it gets up here around $1.60. 50-day moving average is there. Old support from the candles is there. And I would suspect from a technical standpoint, that's going to be a pretty tough spot for it. But closing at $1.42, that's still 18 more cents a share till it meets resistance. So that's a pretty nice upside that outweighs the downside to the first support level. Beyond that, if it can make it through that, I'd be looking at an overall shift in trend. This could indeed be a true bottom. I'd look for some pullbacks, higher lows, and an uptrend to continue. But just to identify it, I don't see resistance really coming back into play again until up here near $1.90. But in order for that to happen, there is just indeed a whole shift in trend and it's going on with this play. And that's why we pick charts like this, because we're trying to catch the trend shifts down at the bottom when they're ready to make their move. Same way if they're on their upside, where they're trying to take it out, make a new higher high, continue a strong uptrend. One other thing to note, there's a long-term downtrend line. You can see how that's going to tie in with that $1.60 area. And if it does break through all that and it comes down and holds the upper side of the trend line, it's just one more indication that this stock has found a bottom and is going to try and continue to trend upward. So some very interesting stuff going on with the IGOI chart. Thought I'd share my thoughts with you. But as always, this is merely my interpretation of the iGo chart. I'm not a financial consultant. I strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure and do not base any investment decisions upon any material found on the website and/or its video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching and trade smart.